to my channel. This is my first time in Italy and I am super excited to be going to Milan. Unfortunately, I arrived really late in the day and I also had free trains to catch, so I was exhausted by the time I got there and just went straight to bed after checking into my Airbnb. I didn't particularly have anything planned for in Milan other than visiting the Duomo, which I hope I said correctly. On my first day, I went for a walk just to scout around the city, see what was nearby where I was staying, and I ended up checking out the fancy shopping mall. My Airbnb was nearby the big park in Milan, and honestly, staying near that park was easily one of the best decisions. I stopped at a nearby pizza place called Fra di Volo. Then I went to get some groceries, which were expensive. And my Airbnb host actually made a cake and left me some, which was very nice. And this is Casey. Casey and me were fast friends. I don't know how. I don't have a dog. I would quite like a dog. At any rate, I was Casey's favourite person very quickly, and that was the entirety of my day. I woke up the next morning and went down to a nearby bakery to get some pastries or something similar, and I ended up journaling in the park for a while since it was nearby. It was the weekend and there was some random music festival type thing going on in the background, so the park was actually a bit noisy rather than super calming, but oh well. I got this pistachio brioche, which was absolutely delicious, and I'm really surprised because I did eat a few pastries in France and I honestly think that other than the really expensive ones, this was the best. Then that afternoon I went to the Duomo. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. It was incredible, although I am a bit tired of churches at this stage after having been travelling for just under 2 months now, I believe. I was absolutely in awe, and obviously I got to walk up lots and lots of stairs to go to the roof because that is the best thing to do in Milan apparently. I'm so used to stairs now. Ten more hours of this and should be there. I was in awe of the architecture, and I understand now why it took them so long to build. I just sat up there for a while looking at the view. It was honestly incredible, and unfortunately it was really crowded, but you wait a while for a good camera shot and then you take advantage of that. Afterwards, I went to the museum, which is just across the road, and they actually had some really cool sculptures in there. On my way back, I stopped for some gelato and then took Casey for another walk in the park, where I saw some policemen on horses, which I just thought was spectacular. And Casey showed back up at my door.
I've just woke up and it is 10:30.
I decided to try something a bit different on my travels and booked a cooking class online to make pasta and tiramisu with an Italian chef. And although it was a different experience, it wasn't as fun or enjoyable as I thought it was going to be, so I was a little bit disappointed, but at least I ate some yummy pasta and tiramisu. After I finished the cooking class, I headed out for another walk around the city to explore an area I hadn't been before. I found lots of new churches, some beautiful parks, and then afterwards, obviously, I took Casey for another walk because I don't know what else to do with my afternoons. When I was out walking, I found this bakery that had these incredible looking cannoli, and I ended up getting one because it just looked so good, and it is easily one of the best things I have eaten in my life, so absolute win there. And I had some salad for dinner afterwards. The next morning I headed to the train station to go to Lake Como, which is about a 40-minute train ride from Milan. And I met up with a girl from one of the Facebook solo travel groups. Once again, thank you, you are wonderful and life-saving and would totally recommend.
Mine is a bit heavy.
We explored around the lake for a while before stopping for some lunch, which we both got the exact same pizza. And then we walked more and realised that there wasn't much to do in Como other than eat, sleep and go on the lake. And then we got gelato before heading back to Milan. On my last day in Milan, I went for a walk around the city again. I went into a few stores and tried on some clothes, but ultimately didn't find anything I really liked. And then I got some gelato and came across this awesome street dancer who definitely gave a very interesting performance. So this will be the last thing I put in the video, but thank you so much for watching.